if this rate increase is implemented, Jamaicans from across the country should show strong objection by carrying out peaceful demonstrations. But if a whole heap of other things occurred under this administration and the people them not go out, so their silence means that they consent with all that this government has been carrying out and doing to the people of Jamaica. Blessings, ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Isabel Rose. And in this one, major update on the 7% increase in JPS bills. We've seen a Gov't Reid, who is the Small Business Association head, slams JPS over this increase, calling it unconscionable. Also, Anju has announced that the distribution of home repair grants will begin in January, as well as there's been a back and forth between Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela. Trinidad and Tobago has basically stated they will open their airports to US military as the tension grows between the US and Venezuela. Now Venezuela hits back, stating that they have cancelled all energy deals with Trinidad and Tobago. Please stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Is there war to come? Now, with everyone taken aback with news breaking yesterday where the JPS stated that for the cycle of November, there will be a 7% increase in electricity bill that should be paid in this month. We're seeing even the Small Business Association head coming out to slam JPS on same. So we have the president of the Small Businesses Association of Jamaica, Gov't Reid, says Jamaicans should strenuously push back against a 7% increase in electricity rate approved by the Office of Utilities Regulation to the Jamaica Public Service. A peeved Reid told the Gleaner yesterday that if this rate increase is implemented, Jamaicans from across the country should show strong objection by carrying out peaceful demonstrations. But if a whole heap of other things occurred under this administration and the people them not go out, so their silence means that they consent with all that this government has been carrying out and doing to the people of Jamaica. From, theft, from fraud, from scandals upon scandal, and the people them never see it fit. A lot of entities in the office of the Prime Minister and the people them never see it fit. Whole heap of millions and billions wasted under this administration, and the people them never see it fit. Only thing said them are going to see it fit now if we go out and protest. Them no need nobody if you tell them to go out and protest. And this is what bothers me all the time. When there's any form of, injustice unto the people, how can it be that JPS wants to come with a 7% increase and the people them not have no light? Since the 28th of October, how is it that they generated bills? I don't understand that. But then again, it should only be for those on the other side of the island that weren't affected by this hurricane, who were, using and consuming energy. But then again, why should they foot the bill for damages done to the grid and increases in prices? When I realize them still have not let the Jamaican people know how they will get this other $200 million to fully sort out the grid on the western side of the island. And realize them increasing these electricity bills for those who still have electricity. I try if they get revenue in order to acquire this $200 million. Only make me know if we not think down this line, but I believe too that the Jamaican people must come out against this. We don't care if there's any form of induced inflation. We don't care about that the people are already burdened. A whole heap of things going on. A whole heap of people don't have any housing. And this is coming at a time right now where the government should have sought out something to cushion this, increase from the consumers of JPS. I don't know what will be done. Let's see what the people do, if they will take heed to the calls from this, businessman. I don't know. Also, Anju has announced that the distribution of home repair grants will begin in January. He quoted, "We are trying to get that assessment process done very quickly because I know some of you have been out there wet up, sun come, bonyo, and you are just frustrated and tired out. I understand. So we are going to try and move very quickly," says Anju 7 weeks post Hurricane Melissa. They have not completed assessment as yet. January before we start to get any form of housing grants to repair your houses. So good luck to all those who are outside wetting up. He says he understands. No, I've been asking if Jamaica is preparing for war when we seen the War Department of the US, visited Jamaica a few days ago and met with, Prime Minister Anju, and they all stated that there were some, discussions on strengthening what they say is, defense between Jamaica and the US. Now, with all the strikes in the Caribbean waters, which should be a zone of peace, we heard the stance Anju take, and we also seen the stance that Trinidad and Tobago took. Now, latest news, the Trinidad and Tobago has basically opened their airports to US military as tension between the US and Venezuela rise. And this was said to be stated by the government of Trinidad and Tobago. The announcement comes after the US military recently installed a radar system at the airport in Tobago. The Caribbean country's government has said that the radar is being used to fight local crime and that the small nation wouldn't be used as a launchpad to attack any other country. The US would use the airports for activity that would be logistical in nature, facilitating supply replenishment and routine personnel rotations. Trinidad and Tobago's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said Trinidad's Prime Minister previously has praised ongoing US strikes on alleged drug boats in the Caribbean. Only 7 miles separate Venezuela from Twin Island Caribbean nation at their closest point. It has 2 main airports, Piarco International Airport in Trinidad and A.N.R. Robinson International Airport in Tobago. Amory Brown, an opposition senator and the country's former foreign minister, accused the government of being deceptive in its announcement. Brown said that Trinidad and Tobago has become complicit facilitators of extrajudicial killings, cross-border tension, and belligerence. He said there is nothing routine about this. It has nothing to do with the usual cooperation and friendly collaboration that we have enjoyed with the US and all our neighbors for decades. The blanket permission with the US takes the country a further step down the path of a satellite state, and that it embraces a might is right philosophy. Wow. We also seen the Prime Minister of Venezuela moving ahead Monday to basically cancel all energy deals with Trinidad and Tobago with immediate effect. All existing contracts with Trinidad and Tobago, all agreement or negotiation with Trinidad and Tobago are cancelled due to what they say Port of Spain are being complicit in the decision of the United States to seize a Venezuela oil tanker last week. So this is very serious times ahead. Very, very serious times ahead. So for the person who was asking me about Vernon Field down there in Clarendon, I believe, It was a significant U.S. military airbase during World War II, built by the U.S. Army Air Forces, but it closed in 1949 based on the research that I did. Anyhow, it is now being developed into a major logistics hub, Aerotropolis, with plans to support both civilian and potential Jamaica Defense Force aviation activities. That's what they say as it relates to Vernon Field. Many are still waiting to hear whether or not the Prime Minister will come out and give us a briefing of what they spoke so briefly about with the U.S. War Department representatives. One and all, ABR family and viewers, well-thinking Jamaicans, what says you? Please go ahead, drop your comments in the comment section. Let me hear what I say, please and thanks. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Help me to get to 50k, please and thanks. Support the ABR membership. Become a member today, only a small fee per month. Click the join button on the channel, on the videos. Please and thanks. Stay tuned for more videos, stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself. Happy Tuesday.